Let's break some news again real quick because there's a pattern of behavior that's being shown, and I think the people would like to know it. Wouldn't you? All right, so I broke the news to y'all yesterday about the BS that was going on. So they actually decided to go ahead and say, you know what, man? Let's sign a warrant today. So let's go through it. State of Georgia versus Diamante Kendrick, ordering, denying bond. This case came before the court for consideration of bond. Having considered the record and relevant bond factors, the court now hereby orders that X bond is denied for the following reasons. Now, obviously, we won't read the 1 and we won't read the 4, so don't matter about that. But we'll look at number 2. Defendant possesses a significant threat or danger to any person, the community, or to any property in the community. Defendant poses a significant risk of committing a felony pending trial. Defendant has an active probation warrant in criminal action 15 SC 1401 16 premised on the charges in this case. See attached until that probation warrant is resolved. Bond is not appropriate in this matter, so ordered this 18th day of December. Now, I know when people are hearing that, they're going to sound pretty pissed off, and I get it, because when we go to right here, we're going to look right here. This is the warrant right here. Mind you, I told y'all yesterday, there was no signed warrant for this man. So basically, the probation office knew that a warrant was coming, and that's essentially what let it off. So State of Georgia versus Kendrick's Diamante. To the sheriff of the above-named county or other law enforcement officer of the state, under authority of the Georgia Statewide Probation Act, you are hereby commended to take the body of Diamante Kendricks, or Kendricks Diamante, the following last known address, of course we're going to scribble that out, and safely keep him until he may be returned to this court, there to answer to a charge of violating of the following conditions. Violation of criminal law. Probationer is charged with violation of said conditions and willful disregard of a court order, specifically as follows. Now, here's where it gets real tricky. The defendant was arrested on March 17th, 2024 by Fulton County Sheriff's Office for 4 counts of unauthorized possession of a prohibited item by inmate. If the defendant was arrested on June 20th, 2024 by Fulton County Sheriff's Office for aggravated assault. Sworn to and subscribed before. I can't really see. Kendi, whatever. I don't know who that is. Anyways, McNeely Leffridge. But I'm going to break a little bit more news because if I don't, you guys won't understand the whole entire picture. All right. Y'all saw me flip past real quick on that right there, that little thing right there. Let me bring that back. Check this out. Now, I'm not calling anybody a stooge or a pawn or to be used by Fonnie Willis, but if you notice right here, Leffridge, let me get my little handy dandy arrow pointer out. Leffridge is right here, the judge, right? Okay. Now, if we go down and we look and scroll right here, who we got right here? Leffridge. So, I mean, coincidences do happen, but I don't mind pointing out a coincidence. Am I alleging something dirty happened? Am I alleging that there's an ex parte meeting that might have happened? I mean, stranger things, right? So that's all I'll leave it to is we'll see how this really pans out. But as it stands right now, that's one hell of a coincidence. Wouldn't you agree? So shout out to one of my assistant attorneys, not even an attorney, but she's pretty good at what she does. This is how the state is trying to qualify using retribution legally. This where it gets a little crazy. So when we look at right here on Just Deal Law, 2023 Code of Georgia Criminal Procedure, Chapter 7, Pretrial Proceedings, Arraignment and Pleas Generally, 17790, 17797. So here you go right here. A bench warrant may be issued by a judge for the arrest of a person, 1, accused of a crime by a grand jury, 2, except as otherwise provided in Code Section 17-6-11, charged with the crime who has failed to appear in court after actual notice of the time and place to appear to the person in open court. B. Notice of the time and place to appear to the person by mailing a notice to such person's last known address, or the person has otherwise been notified of the time and place to appear personally in writing by a court official or or officer of the court, charged with the crime upon the filing by a prosecutor of an accusation supported by affidavit, or failed to dispose of his or her charges, schedule a new date to appear before the court, make an appearance in court, or waive arraignment and plead not guilty after the expiration of the 30-day period set forth in subsection B of Code Section 17-6-11. Every officer is bound to execute a bench warrant within his or her jurisdiction, and every person so arrested shall be committed to jail until bail is tendered. Any judicial officer or the sheriff of the county where the charge was returned may receive the bail, fixed amount of bail, and approve the sureties unless it is a case that is bailable only before some particular judicial officer. So basically, this last one right here is bound to execute a bench warrant. So basically, they just issued a bench warrant when the hell they wanted to. So the state basically took their loss, didn't want to take their ball and go home. They pulled a, hey, you know what? Well, since you got us on that, let's go ahead and come here for this. So right here, this is Diamante Kendrick's Cash App right here. Y'all can send it directly to him to hire a heavy hitter. This is going to require a big heavy hitter. There's a couple of attorneys that are on the table, but they cost a bit of money. So if you're in the holiday spirit and you want to help the enemy of this Fulton County, y'all want to help the injustice that's going on right now, if y'all feel so inclined, if y'all feel so effective, this video ain't gonna do no less than like 30 grand. So if all y'all got Cash App, just send $1. If y'all feel like, hey, everybody that's watching ain't got Cash App, just send $5. If y'all feel that you're emotionally connected to this, that it feels like one of your little cousins or one of your little brothers or one of your family members or one of your friends are going through something and you want to sit up here and fight, then send 10. Or do what you want to do. What I will say here today is this. Fonnie Willis knows what she's doing. She 100% knows what she's doing, and she knows that public opinion is not going to matter for the quote-unquote little fish. That's why she's trying to go after them. Diamante Kendrick is essentially facing 6 years in the federal penitentiary, in the Department of Corrections via Georgia. That's what he's facing. He's facing 6 years. If they do what they want to do with revoking his probation and going through certain protocols and certain channels, it was scheduled that Diamante Kendrick was supposed to get off of probation in August of 2025, mid-August, like somewhere between the 17th and the 23rd. But what they're trying to do is basically double back and say, you know what? We still got something. Hey, we still got a conviction. If you were Fonnie Willis, how would you spend this? We have a guy who couldn't contain himself in jail and he decided to do this and to do that. Let me help y'all out. There is a very, very well-known publicized story from, I want to say 12 years ago in the Dallas-Fort Worth area of a truck driver, right, who was driving. And unfortunately, he, boom, hit a truck. And when he hit a truck, that truck had a lady inside of there. A little four-wheeler truck, a little pickup truck, and she died. But he hit the truck, and it wasn't his fault. It was the lady who died fault. She was DUI. She was drinking and driving. The truck driver ended up going to jail and losing his license. Now, not only that happened, the lady who got hit by the truck, who put herself in that position, who was 100% at fault, her family ended up winning $3 million. I know what y'all thinking. Nash, how in the hell is that possible? Well, it turns out that truck driver, his logs were illegal. meaning he wasn't supposed to be there. So, in the eyes of the law, because you weren't supposed to be there, it didn't matter that that individual was drunk. And that's what we're looking at. You're looking at retribution by the state. You're looking at injustice by the state, but it is hidden. When I told y'all yesterday that warrant wasn't signed, we just seen that warrant was signed today. And anybody who doubted me, questioned me, and all of that crap and everything like that, listen, don't ever in your life question me at all. The warrant that was given to Judge Bernie yesterday wasn't even a warrant. It was a damn note. It was a note. The warrant got signed today. So I get it. There's skepticism with a couple of channels. This ain't it. And if we ever on this channel, and people know this well, this is why people support us. If we ever put out bad and false information, we come back and we clean it up. If y'all want to help out, I'm going to put up my own money as well. Well, I'm about to come out of my pot. I'm going to the poorhouse. Golly. Yeah, it's up over here, bro. God, dog. So we doing the Christmas giveaway. That's money I'm going to helping Demonte Kendrick and his people. Because don't believe that when Seti Nash asks y'all to support a cause, that he's not putting up top dollar as well. So there's that. But also added with the fact of this. We can't let this go on, can we? We can't sit here and let these evil, vile people do exactly what they're going to do. They're going to figure out a way to recast and rebrand their image. They're going to say, hey, well, he was beating on people in the jail cell. He was doing this and doing that and everything like that. But never acknowledging the fact that y'all put the stuff there. Y'all put him there. Y'all had shaky evidence from the jump. Remember, Paul Howard didn't even want to pursue this case. I just seen a freaking interview by Lil Woody on Vlad TV that just popped out of nowhere and basically was saying, man, listen, this case was trash from the jump. I don't even like this crap. So it is what it is. But as far as Fonnie Willis go, as far as Abate playing dirty, as far as all these minions jumping out and all this crap, their day of reckoning is coming. And I'm not saying it in a negative way, but at the same time, let's look at the facts. Y'all lost the case. Y'all put up a good fight. Y'all put a man in a position to where he had to become a product of his environment. I don't blame Demonte Kendrick at all. I wish he hadn't have done it. But if wishes were horses, right? So, regardless of how they try to paint him, understand he was not supposed to be there. But we'll see what happens, man. It's definitely looking like oddball behavior. I don't like the fact that that judge was the same judge that had to do the stuff with Shell Kell. And I'm not saying that Shell Kell's attorney or him had anything to do with nothing at all. But I can see how Fonnie Willis might have tapped on that shoulder and was like, hey, I did promise his mama, Donovan Thomas, that I was going to get some type of justice. And can you do me this one little favor? Quid pro quo. They used to do it all the time. They still do it all the time. But I'll tell you what, man. Sure to keep your people aware. Subscribe, turn on that bell, stay notified. Y'all let me know your thoughts on this one. Is Seti Nash getting it wrong? He going down a rabbit hole? He sounding like a conspiracy theorist? Or are y'all with the rest of us where this is getting real shaky and real ugly? Demonte Kendrick will be missing Christmas. He'll be missing New Year's. He don't go back to court until January the 8th. So you're effectively talking about keeping that man in effectively for 3 years already. But we have to ask the question, and we have to basically flat out say it. When the hell is enough going to be enough? I don't know, but if y'all want to fight the fight, y'all want to fight this injustice, y'all know what to do. Also remember, yours truly, I'll be in the house, Forest Park. There you go right there, 803 Forest Parkway, Forest Park, Georgia. Hit up, answer the bell if you want to donate toys and everything like that. We will be helping out, man. So if you need to get a picture, with me, I got you. You want to have a conversation with me, I got you. But come out, man. Support, do your thing. If you want to meet the short, fat guy, that's me. Come on out, man. Come meet the 5'4", 400-pounder, bro. They kind of supersized the picture right here. But other than that, if you want to win your PlayStation or win the Xbox, look, we just went up 1,000 subscribers just in the last 3 days. So it looked like we're headed up. So subscribe up. Even if you don't or you won't, man, look, more people subscribing every day. Yeah, man, we just hit 200K. We on our way to 300, man. Subscribe today so you can find out how you can win an Xbox or a PlayStation, man. The details are on the way. This is how you know somebody is literally going to be in the drawing. Robin Minter, check him out, man. All we do is go down and we look and we see his subscriptions. Who does he have? He has Seti Nash right here. What also happens, take that off. Top commenter. That right here, public subscriber. So that's what you got to do, and make sure you share each video, and then you'll be entered to win. Shout out to Mike. Good luck. Subscribe, turn that bell, stay notified, and share to keep your people aware. I'll catch you on the next one.